Throughout history, mankind has been obsessed with the boundaries of what's possible. These milestones aren't merely numbers in a record book.
It is one of the greatest athletic achievements of all time.
They're the moments where human potential and technological mastery converge, redefining what we thought possible. In the world of street legal cars, 200 miles per hour stood as that seemingly impossible threshold, a barrier between the mortal and the divine. But in the twilight of Enzo Ferrari's life, he demanded one final testament to his legacy. With his company's 40th anniversary approaching, the pressure was immense. But what emerged was a car built to cross that final frontier. This is the story of the Ferrari F40 and how it became the most revered analog supercar of all time.
The Ferrari F40 is the original supercar.
Mr. Ferrari's passion for racing also lives on, as well as the Italian national passion for speed. These things are Ferrari.
But the F40 story begins not with glory, but with failure. Because in 1984, Ferrari engineer Nicola Materazzi approached Enzo with a radical proposition. Why don't we enter the wild world of Group B rally racing? The Group B class allowed teams to build cars however they wanted, with very few restrictions on technology or design. With a small team of engineers, the 288 GTO Evoluzione was developed. Group B was where everyone wanted to be, and Ferrari knew it could beat most of the other car makers involved. But the excitement of this GTO project quickly vanished overnight. The FIA suddenly canceled Group B, putting an end to any of Ferrari's rally aspirations. Because of this, the company initially planned to sell these prototypes, essentially abandoning years of weekend engineering work. However, Materazzi refused to let the program's lights flip off. He convinced Enzo that he could turn these hardcore race prototypes into a hardcore road-going supercar. At 88 years old, Enzo saw this as his final statement to the automotive world. But there was just one problem. The team had just 11 months to create this new supercar, which was an almost impossible timeline by automotive standards. The pressure mounted further as Enzo's health declined. Engineers were working around the clock to meet his exacting standards, until finally, the team had done it. They successfully transformed racing technology into a road-legal supercar. Through the use of Kevlar, carbon fiber, and aluminum, Ferrari used materials rarely seen in production cars of the era. The result was a car that wasn't just fast. It was revolutionary, setting the template for what a modern supercar could be. But all this hope proved to be surprisingly short-lived. When the F40 first appeared, critics declared it too uncomfortable. They felt that Ferrari was mocking their customers by charging more money for less options. You see, the team made radical choices that horrified luxury car buyers. No carpets, no door panels, no glove box, and not even a door handle. But they completely missed the point here. This wasn't meant to be a car for the faint of heart. And it all began with the engine. At a time when turbocharging was still a relatively new technology, Ferrari did something revolutionary. Their twin-turbo setup ensured that power was always on tap, allowing the F40 to accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 3.8 seconds. This 2.9-liter V8 produced a groundbreaking 471 horsepower, at a time when most sports cars struggled to reach 300. But that wasn't all, because aerodynamics became an obsession for the Ferrari team. As you can see by its iconic body, the design resembled an open-wheel race car. Every curve, every surface was carefully sculpted to reduce drag and enhance downforce. And the car's special Pirelli P0 tires was the final piece of this amazing puzzle. They needed to be custom developed just to handle the F40's power and speed capabilities. Ferrari didn't just create any car, they created the first production car to break the 200-mile-per-hour barrier. They established a new gold standard that competitors would chase for years. But despite all this, the F40 wasn't exactly celebrated by all. As the F40's speedometer climbed past 200, critics were already sharpening their knives. When Ferrari unveiled the F40, it faced criticism from legendary car designer Gordon Murray. Murray called it a big go-kart with a plastic body and claimed it wobbled all over the place. To make matters worse, the price tag shocked the world. At $400,000, it cost 5 times more than the 288 GTO it replaced, leading to accusations that Ferrari was exploiting speculators. And the burgeoning supercar rivalry didn't help matters either. Car magazines pitted it against the technologically advanced Porsche 959, and many declared the German car superior in overall engineering and refinement.
When the 959 first came along in 1986, it was the most advanced and most high-tech car ever made.
But despite these challenges, something unexpected happened. Drivers who actually experienced the F40 began spreading a different story about its raw, visceral character. Its alleged flaws, rawness, and its lack of driver aids became its greatest strengths, which was in an era of increasingly computerized supercars. This sentiment was perhaps best captured by Ferrari's own chief test driver, Dario Benuzzi. He maintained that despite testing countless iconic models throughout his career, the F40 remained the car he was most proud of. So was the F40 really better than the 959?
Because these two cars are, I believe, incredibly important. It's this pair that took road cars to and beyond the 200-mile-an-hour barrier. Before them, you had Countaches and Testarossas, and in evolutionary terms, they were like man first making it into space. With these two, it was man walking on the moon.
Maybe it's not about which car's better, but the fact that this was Enzo Ferrari's final gift to the world. The F40 didn't just set speed records, it established itself as perhaps the purest expression of automotive passion ever created. And time has only strengthened its legendary status, with auction values now soaring well into the $3 million range and exceptional examples fetching nearly $4 million. But as the whole world knows, it's not just about its speed. Some shapes are etched into our collective consciousness so deeply they transcend their origins, like the perfect curve of the Coca-Cola bottle, recognizable even by touch in complete darkness, or the silhouette of the Eiffel Tower, unmistakable from any angle. These aren't just designs. They're visual shorthand for entire ideas, emotions, and eras. The Ferrari F40 belongs in this pantheon of perfect forms. It's the very definition of automotive desire translated into physical form. In the dictionary of automotive shapes, all others are merely footnotes to the definition the F40 established. The F40 is proof that sometimes imperfection is the highest form of perfection.